Ooh. Hi everyone, Curtis here from Goth Rider Creations, and in today's episode we're working on DIY budget cryogenics. No, wait a minute, no we're not. No, sorry. In today's episode we're going to give you the picks, or my picks, for this year's GGBO, Professional and Invitationals. Stay tuned. So here we are. As you can tell, no build video this week. It is far too cold. Yeah, if I stayed out here for any prolonged amount of time, then it really would be cryogenics. So yeah, that, and yeah, I haven't managed to sort out proper heating or getting rid of any of the moisture, so I don't really want to be messing around too much with the power tools. So yeah, instead I'm going to give you my thoughts on the other half of the GGBO. Quite a few people seem to enjoy my first video where I was talking about the other contestants in the public side of the competition, and it was nice seeing other people's opinions and people informing me on things I wasn't sure about, and sort of people enjoying each other's takes on these things. I quite like the idea that people giving their side of things, and you know, if I have to vote on them, I might as well let you guys know. So yeah, very much like last time, just going to give you my thoughts on them really. We'll start with the professional side of things because we've had a bit more time to look at those ones. No offense to anyone in the invitational side of things, but it all seems to be a one and done episode, and me personally, I kind of like seeing the progression videos. Maybe it's my way of watching YouTube, I don't know. But anyway, first professional one I wanted to mention was No Herves. Noe Herves. I really don't know how to pronounce it. I do apologise if you're watching. The purple guitar he did was beautiful. I mean, the colour is stunning anyway, but the details I really enjoyed. Getting the pickup covers to match, going to the lengths of, you know, getting the lathe out and making his own wooden knobs to match. And I've never seen what I can only assume is Damascus brass that he used for the nut and the truss rod cover. Beautiful. Really nice details that really do make a nice stylish guitar. So yeah, I was very impressed with that. Well done, mate. Next one is Orbital Guitars. He did do a nice build series explaining it all through. The work is brilliant. The detail work again is very awesome, and the top, the amount of work that went into hand inlaying individual pieces of opal into the burl to then sand it all flush to then credit, mate, credit. Absolutely beautiful. The detail work on a lot of these builds were very high end, as you would expect. But yeah, that one did catch my eye, and I thought that is a nice touch. As someone who does resin work on a regular basis, that was a nice little touch. Then you had Tom Grant Guitars, the redwood topped guitar. It really like that. Just the levels, being able to undercut each section. I mean, we've seen that before. I know personally, watching Ben Crow with his lockdown build, the work involved in getting all of those facets perfectly done and still have quite a rounded guitar, not square and boxy. Yeah, that did impress me. I did really enjoy that, and his workshop is stunning. I don't know if that's in the roof of a barn or something, but it's beautiful. I'd give my right arm for a workshop like that. Very cool. Then we have Alwyn Luthery. I've been watching this guy since well, I think beginning of this year. I stumbled onto him as part of the GGBO side of things, and the guitar itself is very cool. I do love the very deep carve where you've got the back wood and then you've got the top wood and then you've got the stain on top of that. It does give it a nice sort of three-tone effect to it. Very beautiful built bass, and I really like his style. No offense, I don't know if it's the accent, I don't know if it's the calm demeanor, obviously a lot of base knowledge, but I find him very soothing to watch, and he's very instructional. I believe I used a couple of his videos as reference when I was building my GGBO. I mean, along with him, Todd from Sweet Tea, and Gio from Tornelli Guitars. I think those are my three sort of go-to teachers almost. They've got a very soothing, very relaxed way of teaching people quite technical bits of information. So yeah, no, Alwyn did an amazing job on that. That bass is very cool. And then we come to the last one for my picks, which is Hoff Guitars. I think his was the first video I watched in the professional series, and it blew me away. It gave me flashbacks to my build. I mean, individual staggered diagonal pieces of wood all glued together to make the body and the neck. It was just very, very cool. I know what it takes to build a multi laminate neck, and have to be very careful to make sure it's not going to stress or crack or fracture in any way. And watching him build that was just brilliant. So it was a very unique take, and yeah, anyone that can build an entire guitar, neck and all, out of that many pieces of wood, full credit. So yeah, really enjoyed that one. And then we come on to the invitational side. First of all, got to go for Tim Sway. I'm a big fan of his channel, and the 2-in-1 12-string. I like it. It's an unusual shape, don't get me wrong, the way he's melded those two files together to create that shape. It's different, but I really like it, and I do like the ethos behind it. I will agree with Tim. I don't think the paint finish was the right way to go. Personally, I would have liked to have seen it two contrasting wood stains. I think that might have kind of just given it that pop factor, but I still really like the guitar. And it has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that he actually watched and liked my GGBO and commented. It's got nothing to do with that at all. Love you, Tim. Then we've got Ben Crow, Crimson Guitars. I don't know how to describe it. The closest I can say is what would we call it? A slightly unusual, very large sanding stick with clear panels on it. If you watched it, you know what I mean. The clear Perspex panels, front and back, or acrylic, polycarbonate, I don't know what you used, is very cool. It's very simplistic. You can see the electronics, you can see everything in there. I do love the outside finish with the basically sanding grit. I love the idea of a 40 grit guitar, but even as I said to him on his live stream, I hate to want to try and play that thing. Unless you're wearing arm guards, you're going to shred yourself shredding that guitar. Yeah, all right, sorry. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed that. Then we had Magic Attic Guitars. I'd not seen their channel before, but that was a very well done guitar. I really liked the main body in black, beautiful stain, and then the bolt-in, glue in sections on the side with the dark browns. It was a very classy guitar. I've seen a couple of multi-layered different wood guitars, but normally they're built complete. The fact that it was deliberate center section from the kit he was given and then bolting on the extra, it was really, really cool. I really enjoyed that. Then we come to the crazy ones as far as I'm concerned. Pask makes. Jeez, are you crazy or what? That copper tentacle topped guitar, unbelievable. The amount of work involved in pounding that copper for days, possibly weeks, getting that absolutely perfect, and then making his own tools and his own dies and using pitch and sandbagged and everything. I've done some basic metal moulding in my time. I've done lead work on roofs. That stuff's a pain. What he did was insanity, and the finish was stunning. So, and again, it was his first ever guitar. Man after my own heart. You know, if you're gonna do your first guitar, go crazy. And he just knocked it out of the park. I was so impressed by that one. Brilliant work. And finally, Coma project. Apologies if I got that wrong. Again, first ever guitar. And, you know, I've started to go back and watch his channel because I do like his style, and it seems to be mostly kind of construction and, you know, how to build a workshop and things like that. And then suddenly it's a case of, here's a kit, I'm gonna steal a maple top from my mate, draft him in later to set up my guitar, wonderfully cheeky, and then he just makes this gorgeous guitar. The effort involved of getting all that ebony for the back, and then the laser work, and then the resin, and then the work on it was just so much detail. And this is what I love, is that you don't have to be a luthier to make guitars. You know, if you know enough about woodwork, if you know enough about fabrication, you can make a guitar. I mean, granted, he had to get someone in to help him understand the electronics, and I did love him naming the pots and the bits. That was very funny. Please watch it if you haven't already. It was very entertaining. But yeah, if you don't know, you learn. If you have the means, or you have the friends who can help you, do it. You don't need to know everything about a guitar. Even Ben from Crimson, he admits he knows very little about electronics. He can still build a guitar. So yeah, no, that really surprised me, and I really enjoyed that. So yeah, all in all, this has been very cool, and it's great to see a lot of like highly established YouTubers, as well as people that some people, you know, still established but might not have come into the guitar building realm of YouTube, and just knocking out these projects, and it's been really fun. So yeah, really enjoyed it. So yeah, that's my take on the last of the GGBO this year. I'm about to go inside where it's a lot warmer, and I'm going to email Dale now and give her my vote, and yeah, we'll see what gets said on Christmas Day. It will also be really interesting to see what the guitars go for, who wins the guitars, and most importantly, how much money is going to be made, because obviously a chunk of that is going to go to the prize winners from the public competition of the GGBO. It's also going to go to the builders in the professional category, and then we'll know how much money is actually going to the individual charities as well. And I've been really impressed with a lot of people's charity picks. There's been a diverse range of charities, and it's really nice to see. So all in all, I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, I think that's enough of me waffling. Hope you enjoyed. I probably won't see you before Christmas, so Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever. Hope you all stay happy, stay warm, and yeah, I will see you in the next week or two, and hopefully it'll be warm enough I can actually start building stuff again. Yay! Anyway, take care everyone. I'll see you next time.